Chris, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome between the hedges to Athens, Georgia and Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see a team looking for its first win, the Texas Longhorns, taking on a team looking to get into the win column, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Georgia's offense will have the opening possession of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Here's a heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Grabbed behind the line. It's Upshaw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Now this defense could really use a stop on 3rd down as the offense has had its way. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
That is no good. And after the miss, guys, the score stays right where it is. So Texas's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They are going to be greeted rather rudely, I guess, by a group of defensive linemen that wreak havoc and hunt down quarterbacks, Jesse.
And they wreck games. They take away everything you do offensively. So it's a huge challenge in this one, David, for this offensive coordinator to try to call plays and find ways to get the football away from these big fellas up front because they take games over.
And get the ball out quick. Like when you've got a defensive line that can penetrate, that can get TFLs, get sacks, it's going to be on this offensive line to buy a little bit of time, but also the ball to come out quick, win in the secondary right now.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, the long missed field goal ended the drive. The idea, get a little deeper in plus territory this time around. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get there.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
The Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry.
Interception! You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Great place to start for this offense. They'll go to the ground. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Tried to pound it on 1st down. Now back to the line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 22. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got his man on the right. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. And the Longhorns have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Caught in the backfield. It's Dobbs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. That's reeled in. It's Dobbs.
That's one I think if the running back could have over, he would just let that ball sail out of bounds incomplete. Because he made the catch, but lost yards because of it. It wasn't an accurate throw. He'll know next time.
Fires one high and deep. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Georgia lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the right. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26. Hookem is hooking up with some big plays in the passing game.
Finding their guys down the field. You think about offenses that Texas usually have.
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8. How about these two running games so far? Dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. A first down run in the red zone. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Bulldogs want to pick up the tempo.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line, guys that communicate and guys that get pushed. They've put many running backs into the NFL, but it's because of these big old hog mollies up front.
Back to pass on second down. Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Winton. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He makes a catch. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Throw to the end zone, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense does the work itself with a pick six. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Dude, you're just thinking hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Dobbs. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
I want to make sure I know where the playmakers are. And I can't let guys like this guy slip out of the backfield and make big plays against me. Good job being aware that they can throw the ball to the running back, closing space and getting that fast dude on the ground.
Complete with conviction on the crosser. Caught, and he's close to a first down on the nice pickup there. And the Dogs come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. He's looking to throw on third and short. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Rushes on him. Slithers into space. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Bulldogs will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, but that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create, sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
He makes the catch. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. Finds enough room to get it up to the 44 before he's knocked out of bounds. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books now. 1st and 10 from the 44. Wants to throw on first down. Just gets rid of it before the heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Man, really good job by the defense. They got to understand that boy can fly. So when he gets outside the pocket, I got to make sure I'm ready to go get him. You could tell he was still being a passer. He wanted to throw the football. Nice job.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Man, that's exactly what this defense needs. They found themselves now in a hole. They're trailing. Got to get pressure on this QB. Can't give him time to get comfortable. They get to him, get the big sack. Maybe this gets them back in the football game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. The Longhorns will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Dogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Texas offense. After that last scoring drive, old Uncle Mo has switched sidelines, and now they'll try to get it back while they're clinging to this lead. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. The Dogs getting a push in the getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at it.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys.
Turning it on! They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time, man.
Lofts one high and deep. And this is hauled in at the 20-yard line.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Makes the grab. Corralled and brought down by the defense.
It's a really nice job by the defense staying disciplined, man. The quarterback's trying to get it out on the right side. As soon as he makes the catch, though, down he goes. Really good job with the tackle.
Looking for an open area to his left. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. Takes it the other way. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, Georgia. And they turn it into a defensive score.
I'll tell you what, as a DB, you're lucky if you get one pick six in your entire football life. This guy had one last game. He's got one this game. Quarterbacks are going to stop throwing his way.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. TCU is ahead right now, but it's not like they have LaDainian Tomlinson out there. This group needs to keep building on this lead. They're up by 10 over UTEP. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and
there he goes. Makes it past the marker. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. The Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Leaves it with the back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Under fire. Just a little off. Incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure gets to him, and they force the incomplete.
He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short. This crowd knows when to bring it. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer.
Hauls it in, the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decided to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Powers forward. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. He got it. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Here's the give off the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Offense breaks the huddle, it's 3rd down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He'll pull it down. Finds his man. It's stopped. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the 1st down at the 30. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his man. It's pass. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's caught. It's Winton. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. This offense has it with really good field position. Takes the handoff. It's McIntyre. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Got it behind the line. It's McIntyre. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the 1st down. They want that clock to run. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. He's looking to pass. He's got his man across the middle. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a 1st down in the red zone at the 11. And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. The give to the tailback. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Texas. Boy, do they need that score. Gave them a little cushion as they try to put a stop to this 2-game slide.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Makes the catch. It's Moses. He gets it up close to the 25. Out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. The Bulldogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And it's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Running back searching for a hole. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. The snap sets up to throw. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! And the beatdown has ensued. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Iowa State somehow, some way, found a way there in Ames and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football was going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's...
Breaks into the open. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Pettis. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Upshaw. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. Trying to set up the screen. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Offense takes a timeout. 27 seconds left. Georgia heads to the line with a 1st and goal. Let's go. Looking to throw. Pressure coming. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And they'll come to the line and try to draw a little bit closer on 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going.
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. They finally get him down, but a huge return. Not only do they get the ball back, but, man, did they set up some field position.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
Hold on.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all three phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from